A narcissist's new supply. If you're watching this, chances are your narcissistic ex has moved on and it probably really hurts. Maybe they discarded you, or maybe you had the strength to leave. But now they're parading around their new relationship, making it all look like a fairy tale. And you are left asking questions like, can they change? Is this new person really getting the best version of them? Was it me? What did I do wrong that I wasn't able to bring this out in them? Or they moved on so quickly, I must have done something wrong. Are they capable of love, just not with me? I want you to take a deep breath, because today we're going to unpack exactly what is happening. By the end of this video, you'll have clarity, you'll have strength, and most importantly, the tools to break free from this pain for good. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for this week's video. If you are new here, my name is Beany and I'm a certified trauma-informed coach that specializes in domestic and narcissistic abuse. And if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. So why does seeing your narcissistic ex with someone new hurt so much? First, let's talk about why this is so painful. If you were discarded, it likely felt very sudden, maybe cruel, and like all the love they once gave you just vanished overnight. That's because for a narcissist, love isn't deep, it's transactional. And now you're seeing them with someone else. They're smiling, laughing, maybe acting like the perfect partner. And it feels like they've changed. And this new person is getting the relationship you always wanted and were holding out for. But let me tell you something really important. They have not changed. They won't change. See, the narcissist's new relationship, it's a story. But it's not a love story like they want you to believe it is or how they portray it to be. See, now with you, they may have stuck around as long as they possibly could have because they need to convince everyone around them that it was you, not them. They need to kind of mold the narrative that makes them look squeaky clean and coming out smelling like roses. So they may hook up with someone else right away to kind of push that narrative to make sure that everyone believes that this new relationship is perfect, just to make others believe that you were the problem, not them. And this new relationship is a carefully crafted story. Narcissists need to create a narrative, one where they are desirable, admired, and obviously never the villain. To outsiders, it looks like a beautiful romance, but inside, it's the same cycle: love bombing, devaluation, and discard. This new partner, they are not special. They are no better than you. They are simply new, a fresh supply, someone who hasn't yet seen behind the mask. So there are two things that a narcissist will never have. They lack these things fundamentally. And the first one is empathy. They cannot truly care about your feelings, the new partner's feelings, or even their own emotional growth. Everything is about them. The ability to have deep, meaningful relationships, that's the second thing. Their relationships are superficial and transactional, not true connections. Any kind of connections they have, they ask themselves questions like, what am I going to get out of this? What can you give me? Or how can I benefit? That's why every partner eventually becomes not enough and gets discarded or mistreated. So let's start at the beginning of this cycle. I just posted a video last week about the cycle of abuse. So if you don't recognize it, I'll link it below for you to take a look. So you were a part of this same cycle in the beginning. You were groomed and then love bombed with, an excess of all the 5 love languages: gifts, touch, attention, time, words. They were showered upon you with all of the things. But then they moved on to the devaluing and then the discarding. You were a part of this exact cycle for a long time. And right now, their new relationship looks perfect, but that's because it's still in the love bombing or the idealization phase. They're selling an image to the world and themselves, but the cracks, they will eventually show. The cycle will repeat, and one day their new partner will be in the exact place that you are now. A narcissist will never have enough. You will never be enough for them. You can never give enough to them. And their new supply will never be enough either. You or anyone can pour and pour into their cup, but they have a gaping hole at the bottom of it. So it's not you, it's them. They will always need new supply. And right now, they are getting that from their new partner, just like they got it from you at the beginning of your relationship. The new partner is getting the love bombing. Their mask is still on, but it's coming off eventually, trust me. Their new supply is just at the beginning phase of that cycle that you were in at the beginning phase as well. And now you're at the end, thankfully, right? I know it doesn't feel like thankfully. So whether you were discarded or you walked away, you are now at the end of that cycle. The good news is that either way, discarded or if you walked away, this is the end of it. You either were strong enough and empowered enough to walk away on your own, or you held your ground, didn't crack, you demanded accountability, you frustrated them enough that they were ready to move on to something new and maybe a bit easier, at least at the beginning, right? In the end, you became less of the kind of supply that they needed, and they needed to move on to someone who was more like the supply that they needed. A narcissist is not bettering themselves. They are not self-reflective. They're not working on their own wounds. They are the same person with this new supply as they were with you. They're just in a different part of the cycle. So, and depending upon what this next supply puts up with, right, they're just spinning and spinning in the same circle. You know, you put up a boundary that the new supply maybe isn't putting up. You held them accountable to things that maybe this new supply doesn't. You stopped feeding their ego, and the new supply just keeps spoon feeding them. See, a narcissist is an opportunist, and they're going to get something from them that they no longer or stopped getting from you. The bottom line is that no matter what is going on in their new love story, no matter who the characters are in their story, this person was not right for you. They didn't love you the way you deserve to be loved. And that alone is enough for you to separate yourself from all talk of them. Block on social media, adjust your social circles to reflect the direction that you want to go. Distance yourself in whatever ways you deem necessary to remove yourself from any kind of association from them. So social media, asking others about them, maybe searching for updates, are all ways for you to sabotage your own healing. It's a way for you to continue to believe that this is what you deserve. You continue to torture yourself because in some ways you feel maybe addicted to the pain that they provided. Make a very, very conscious choice to say, I deserve to be happy, that putting myself first is a priority, and that I love myself enough to stop doing things that hurt me. And checking social media is one of those things. The ultimate goal is that no matter what happens with your ex and their new partner, that you become indifferent to all of it because you've learned that what he provides no longer serves you. And that ultimately you have healed wounds in yourself that no longer crave people like them. That you have healed yourself to the point that you have absolutely no interest in what this person's life looks like anymore. The real victory isn't proving them wrong. It's not even exposing them, although I know from experience that that feels pretty darn good. The true victory is your indifference. It's when you hear their name, see their face, and you feel nothing. And that is the direction that you are heading. Because while a narcissist stays stuck in their own toxic cycle, you are evolving, you are healing, you are becoming someone who is truly capable of love, depth, and inner peace. I hope this video was able to give you some insight on what the new relationship looks like, because if I'm honest, it likely looks a lot like the beginning of your relationship with this person. The dynamic is similar to the unhealed version of yourself. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: they will not change, but you will. And someday the pain will be nothing more than a lesson that led you to a stronger, freer version of yourself. If you're looking for some more info about how to break your trauma bond, how to heal, and maybe forgive, please check out my channel for more videos about all of these things. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week. As always, I'm rooting for you.